Hello, all my wonderful, beautiful broskies and broskies of the Maverick Nation. I'm the Action Maverick, and I am here to bring you What If Izuku Had a Shonen Jump Quirk Part 3. Oh boy, Part 3 might be someone's favorite part. Someone who requested something in the comments of one of my videos. Requested something and I've been thinking about ever since. So, yeah. Basically, where we left off, I believe it was the first day of school, so now what we have next is the hero versus villain's mock battle. And as for Izuku, he just get into this whole thing with Ochako Oraka. So, yeah, just Ochako. Nothing really much, but, well, the fact that she's there, that she's his partner, they're the heroes, and the villain team that they're going to be fighting against, Bakugo and Ida. Izuku's like, I already know Bakugo's gonna come down here for me. Basically, the best thing you can do is go up there and try to get the bomb. And just like what Izuku said, it happens. It's like, Jaku? And Izuku's just like, oh, for the love of Christ. Crackers almighty. Ugh. Well, it's like I got something for you. Like, call me Oprah Winfrey, because looks like I got something for you, Kachan. And well, I'm gonna say that Izuku feels he doesn't have enough time in the day for this, so he's just about to freaking One Punch Man punch this guy, and Bakugo pulls a freaking full counter, like, full counter, full counter, full counter. And Izuku's like, what the frick? And Bakugo's like, looks like I had a good teacher. And basically, what Bakugo is doing is just like imitations of the actual techniques. Plus, this isn't even the stuff that Izuku's has. Like, full counter is something from the Seven Deadly Sins. So, basically, Izuku's like, well, if you're not gonna have that, then looks like I have no choice. Huh? Sage mode! And we'll just be like, shh. And Ma and Pa would just appear And they'd be like, Izuku, you've summoned us. Yeah, Izuku's working on his sage mode a little bit. Also, he just likes having Ma and Pa around. However, with Sage mode comes an acute understanding and awareness of all of your surroundings. So Bakugo's throwing explosions, and Izuku's dodging every one of them. And he even gets so close as basically he jumps up in the air and decides Rasengan! Like, plummet a freaking Rasengan, and Bakugo just gets smashed. Freaking Rasengan smashed into the freaking wall, but also into, like, the floor at the same time. At the same damn time. Anyways, what's going on with Ida and Ochako? Basically, they might as well be doing the equivalent of twiddling their thumbs. Because it's kind of a stalemate fight. That is until Izuku pops in and just decides, you know what, screw this. Bakugo knew it was coming. However, this... BAM! A freaking... BAM! 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 Like, 3 different times! Like, I got Saitama punched. Ida got knocked out. And, you know, Uraka and Izuku just do it at the same time. Touch! And it's like, the heroes win! And, well... Indeed, things would get spicy whenever one day Aizawa just says, oh, by the way, we're going on a field trip to the USJ. And, you know, 13 is there. 13 gives the whole spiel. And then the villains come out with the Nomu, like Shigaraki, Kurogiri, the Nomu, and a bunch of fodder villains. That are honestly just there to get fodderized. So, yeah, that's kind of like their only purpose, which is pretty sad. Yeah, you know, come to think about it, it's pretty damn sad. Anyways, that won't be the focal point. The focal point here will be something very personal. Basically, Bakugo would prepare both pins, a very powerful explosion, and blast straight through the Nomu. And the smoke would clear. And by the way, by now, Kurogiri's done the whole thing with teleporting everyone everywhere. Just letting you guys know that. Anyways, Bakugo, after doing that giant explosion, basically whenever the smoke clears, the hole in the Nomu closes up. It's regenerating. And Bakugo is just like, how the hell are you still alive? Like, what the fuck? How are you still alive? How the hell are you still alive? So, yeah. Basically, this is whenever Shigaraki, like an idiot, admits that the Nomu has shock absorption and regeneration. So, yeah. That's a thing. And all the Nomu would just decide to smack all the other kids around it away because this guy just blew a hole through it, and pretty much as per Shigaraki's orders, the Nomu is on a destruction spree of all of the freaking classmate, like students of freaking UA that are there. And so basically just like, and just grabs Bakugo, and Bakugo's like, ah, let go of me, you stupid piece of shitty hair. Now would be a nice time for you to help me. And so we just kind of get like crushed and crushed, kind of like grade 8 Vegeta whenever he was fighting Goku. Like Vegeta in his grade 8 Ozuru form. Basically, and all of a sudden it'd be like, and you know, Bakugo would just be like, basically, the Nomu would just throw Bakugo into a wall, and Izuku will watch and see Bakugo just get flung faster than he can like catch up, and then all of a sudden the Nomu's over there because it has super strength and super speed as well, and the Nomu is like reeling back its hand and like ball up in a fist, and like not Shigaraki, Bakugo's in the crater, and its fist is about to go straight against the crater, and Bakugo's in there. It's about to squish Bakugo to death. And, well, the Nomu just like, there's like a really big punch, and finally just hear that crack and the crunch, and Shigaraki's like, ah yes, music to my ear, and then all of a sudden, rumbling and like shaking, like the ground begins to shake, and you know, everybody's freaking out. Like, what the hell is this? And Izuku's like, I won't let it get away with this. And I don't know any other way to say it, but all of a sudden you hear, ah! And then all of a sudden Izuku's green emerald green eyes, they turn ocean blue, and his normal dark green ruffly hair, it turns a wild hair type. Like wild, like dancing around in the wind. As the wind pressure that's being created by this charging up of energy. And not only that, but its color changes to golden color. And then soon, a golden aura envelops the entire body. As you can hear a last outraging cry. And then all of a sudden, you just see, no, like how Goku did Frieza, like turn his head over to Frieza, like the Frieza, and be like, like the Frankenstein monster reborn. Yes, Izuku has gone Super Saiyan. Because pretty much Bakugo is now dead. Yes, Bakugo is dead. I killed him. Yes, I killed off Bakugo. In order for this moment to happen. And Izuku's just like, kill you. Ha, me, ha, me, ha. Like an angry Kamehameha. Because it's like one-handed. And the Nomu just tanks the angry Kamehameha, but it does get knocked back into a wall. However, it doesn't seem to hurt it nearly as much as it hurt Bakugo whenever that happened to him. And so Izuku's like, I need more power. Damn ads. State Farm. Ah! And all of a sudden, going to pay for this. You're going to pay. Ah! And he just keeps on thrashing on and on. It's a legend. Super Saiyan. Izuku has become the Super Saiyan. And, well, even with all the power that he's gained, the fact that Namu's shock absorption, yeah, it's gonna be hard to get through. Especially since this is a high-end Nomu, and it was meant to kill All Might. So Izuku, even in his Super Saiyan form, where his, power is basically times 100 of his, like, normal power, like, base state, like, times 100 of it. So, basically, times 100 multiplier. Even that cannot break through the Nomu's shock absorption. And even if he was to, there's still so much regeneration and how fast it's happening. I'm starting to have doubts. He can do it. Izuku starts to realize something. Starts to realize Shigaraki is not where he was. He's about to sneak attack upon Izuku. Basically, he goes at him and hits him good, you know, and let's just say the decay quirk, it messes, like, up with Izuku's, like, body a lot, so it kind of, like, starts to fizzle out, like, the Super Saiyan transformation goes in and out, and so soon it's just pseudo Super Saiyan, but that doesn't mean Izuku can't try and go for something that the pseudo Super Saiyan can definitely do in spades. Now, the power of the pseudo Super Saiyan. Basically, the ceiling has been busted open, and so they can see the sun as it's passing over them, and Izuku's like, Earth, sea, sky, animals of this planet, people of this planet, give me your energy! Yes, he's going for a pseudo Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb. And he's gonna chuck it at the Nomu. See if the evil cleansing power of the Spirit Bomb, the Genki Dama, will be able to plow through the Nomu's defenses and, you know, ultimately destroy it. Because All Might got in here, and he was blown back by, you know, the transition from regular form to Super Saiyan. Just Super Saiyan transformation alone blew All Might back. And he started to realize, yeah, I might as well let him do all the work, because Jesus, is that not like a freaking indicator that he's stronger than me? Like, if he were to be in that, and we were to fight, I don't even think I could beat him in my prime if I fought against him in that state. This seems to be like a pseudo superpower form. And he seems to be channeling from not only Mother Earth herself, but the animals and the people, and then the classmates, and any heroes that can hear this plea. They all begin to raise their hands as energy will leave their body and it will enter the Genki Dama. And it just so happens that this 1A style Genki Dama is just big enough to be comparable to the Genki Dama used against Vegeta. You know, whenever they were fighting him in the Saiyan Saga. So it's like comparable in size to that one. So yeah, that's what he has in his hands right there. But hey, you know, they have quirks, so that's probably why they were able to give more energy. Like, equivalent to the entire planet in just one classroom, plus some heroes. I guess the quirks would be the extra boost. And so soon, it would be time as Izuku would be like, boom! And he would just, like, land a really heavy hit that would cause a big indent on the Hayanomu. And this would kind of rock it a little bit. And all of a sudden, damn it, it would happen. Ah, take this! Energy from the entire world! And Genki Dama would just go in and just... The Nomu would try to push back the Genki Dama, the Spirit Bomb, but Izuku would just be like, no, I refuse! And he would just power up for Super Saiyan for one last time. And he would be like, ha, me, ha, me, ha! And he would just shoot a Kamehameha wave into the Genki Dama, powering up, shooting the Nomu up in the air. However, basically, whenever they're in the middle of the air, there's so much energy from the Kamehameha wave, basically causes the Genki Dama to self-destruct. And, well, the Nomu just sinks into it. And, well, basically you just see something fall down from, like, where the Nomu was in the middle of the sky. And Izuku's wondering, did I... I love Disturbed. Oh, yeah. And, well, let's just say that Izuku's kinda pooped. He isn't even in pseudo Super Saiyan anymore. And, well, the only thing Izuku can think to do is... embrace the hollow. But even him in his hollified state, you know, he only has 8 seconds. He's starting out with the base minimal. You know, he only has 8 seconds. And just too bad for him, 8 seconds is not enough to deal with the Hayanomu. However, he has noticed that the regeneration and the shock absorption is slowing down. And so Izuku's just like, All Might, you can take him from here, can't you? And the Nomu would just claw deep into Izuku and just throw him up in the air and start playing with him like a cat toy. And just bam, 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 like bounce, 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 like juggling around. It would basically just be like a cat toy. So the Nomu, and the Nomu would just have him in the hands like, and it would just be like, and All Might would be like, no, and it would be like, yeah, and one would just like, throw him up in the air, and he would land down on the ground, and All Might would race over there, and he'd be like, young Midoriya. And, Izuku would just land in one of the water zone areas and just sink down into the unknown abyss of that specific area. And as he was sinking, literally being crushed in a million different ways and being tossed around like a freaking salad, by the Nomu, the high-end Nomu. And hell, its freaking job here was to kill All Might, not Izuku. But hey, it did kill that one Bakugo kid. And that's whenever, Ochako and like a couple other students that were scared shitless because this thing was now turning its gaze onto them because they were with All Might, and its, prime directive was kind of always to kill All Might. So now it was coming towards them. And All Might was like, he knew that he was the reason for this. This creature wouldn't have been created if it wasn't for him. And so All Might's like, I have to go beyond. Plus Ultra! And basically he goes beyond Plus Ultra. Or at least he would. However, there's a strange disturbance that awakens a certain response that Shigaraki knew was not meant for the Nomu to feel. Because it's not really supposed to feel anything. Fear. The response being fear. There's just this red pillar of hollow Ryatsu shooting up straight through the clouds. And you just hear this, I will protect all of you! Just coming from Izuku. And, All Might's like, what in God's name is that? And, you just hear, yeah, it's clearly not human, whatever it is. But it seems to be wearing similar attire to Izuku before, he kicked the bucket. In their eyes. And basically, that's whenever it's remembered. Inko had indeed spoke with All Might before, mentioning about, hearing about the hollow saying, like Izuku's hollow saying something about it would be bad for both of them if, he died. And All Might's like, Is this what it meant? Basically, the hollow side has taken over. Yes, that's right. You requested it. I don't remember your name, but you requested it. Vasto Lorde versus Nomu. Damn ads. Soon a Zero Blast. Showing it. Would literally have blasted the high-end Nomu in half. With just one Zero Blast. And as it was regenerating, it would just get caught with one good hook, smashing it into the wall, and then the Vestolorde, or as they know now, Vestolorde Izuku, rides it up the wall, basically, grinding it up against the wall that it was up against, and then throwing it around, and then just batting it, blasting it up into the sky, and then smacking it down to the ground, where it would land, squishing into the insides of the high-end Nomu. And that's whenever, basically, the sword would get stuck through the Nomu as well. Basically, all the way through the Nomu and down into the ground, basically pinning it so much spiritual pressure that the Nomu can't even freaking move. But then the two horns of the Vestolorde are pointed down as a Cero charges. Giant Cero. A headshot. Enormous power. And all of a sudden, kablooey! And then, basically, out from all the smoke, you can only see what's left. The Vestolorde Izuku. Then it would pick its sword out from the ground, and it would start to look around for Shigaraki. Shigaraki would be like, Gary, we have to get the hell out of here. That's whenever it would race. Basically, the Vestolorde Izuku would race after Shigaraki, trying to get to him before he could get to Kirogiri. And finally, all of a sudden, Shunpo, right in front of Shigaraki, right in between him and Kirogiri. And it just has the look of, yeah, come any closer, I dare you. But it's also almost like it doesn't even have a mind. There's just killer instinct is the only thing that's left. This is what happens whenever the Hollow fully takes over, people. This is what happens. You get shit like this. And, well, let's just say that All Might, freaking the frick out, just decides to Detroit Smash one of the frickin' horns of the Hollow. Like, Detroit Smash! Like, blasts the head, and then the horn's just off. And it's like, Ugh. Uh, 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 what the hell happened? And Shigaraki's like, what the devil? What kind of monster are you? Screw that question. I don't even want to know the answer. He's just like, I don't even want to know the real answer. He's just like, Kyogiri, we have to get the hell out of here. Kyogiri's like, yes, indeed. And they just leave all the other villains to be tied up and taken to Tartarus. And basically, now everyone, like, has to be explained to them what the hell just happened there. Basically, Izuku, learned how to use Pseudo Super Saiyan, and freaking Vasto Lorde transformation. Because he freaking died there. Like, he legit died. Dude legit died. And, well, Izuku feels like one more good deed left in him. He goes over to where Bakugo was. Sees Bakugo, holds his hand out in front of him, and he's basically like, from Naruto's, like, lineage of, like, Ashura or whatever the frick his name was, allowed him to freaking heal people or whatever, like, basically be Naruto Jesus. So I'm gonna say that, Izuku's able to do it, but to a much different, scale. Like, on a much different scale. And, well, he has a little bit wonky control on how he's able to do it. And even then, Bakugo still isn't fully conscious. He has to go to the recovery girl in order to get completely fixed up. And basically he's like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to tell Kachan that I died and came back to life as the Vasto Lorde, and literally could have killed everyone here if it wasn't for All Might's quick thinking. And All Might's like, Izuku, I didn't actually know that was going to do what it did. I just panicked. And Izuku, hearing this, is like, wait, what? You panicked. And that's why you threw the Detroit Smash at my horn, on my head. Well, technically 2 horns, but it only really hit 1, but that's really all you needed to do to knock me out of the whole power surge of the Vasto Lorde and bring me back to the surface. So, yeah. Crap baskets. And, well, I'm just gonna say that with a USJ, like, attack like that, Shigaraki and Kurogiri are gonna have a lot to tell All For One. And All For One's gonna have a lot to fear now, if you didn't have a lot to fear already. So yeah, we still haven't gotten to, like, Gear 4th Bouncy Man yet. Or, like, any of that other shit, like, freaking... Well, Sage Mode, like, Izuku also is thinking, Sage Mode, by the way, where are Mom and Pa? And they're just, like, under rubble, and they're just like, They're like hiding from you. Like, you were scary out there. And Izuku's like, oh, so you're even out whenever I turn into the Vastolorde. So yeah, Sage Mode, Super Saiyan, Pseudo Super Saiyan, Vastolorde. Like, it's some crazy shiz. Actually, Sage Mode was that when he was going up against Bakugo. But still, like, this is the shiz, you know what I mean? This is the shiz. Or was like, I don't even know anymore. Like, just saying, a lot was going on. And a lot of people thought they were going to end up dead. Because, like, the Vastolorde form, a lot of people are quick to tell him, that shit is scary. Never do that again. And he was like, basically, that's like telling me to never die again. And I was always like, wait, you were actually dead? And he was like, how the hell else do you think the Hollow would get control? You know, full control in order to turn into the Vastolorde form? Yeah. That's some crazy shiz, I know. Well, basically now, I'm gonna say this is where we're gonna end off part, I believe this is part freaking 3. Yeah, part 3. This is where we're gonna end off part 3. Of what if Izuku had a Shonen Jump Quirk. Alan's the analysis because the Dark Shadow Maverick is OUT out of here, you boys. Like, favorite, subscribe, leave something in the comment section. And I'm a bounce like it's Quidditch. Yeet!